Well, what's going on, everyone? It's Alex. Thanks for joining me back on the channel. So I do apologize for the last video. I kind of left you with a cliffhanger at the end there. But today I'm actually going to officially reveal my new car and kind of explain why I bought it and, plans with the car and plans with the car relating to the channel. So actually looking at the screen up top here on my camera, I can barely see the car in the frame because it's so tiny, so small, low to the ground. But without further ado, I want to present my new car to you and the new car for the channel, my 2005 Honda S2000. So there it is, the new car, Honda S2000. I'm sure a lot of you are kind of asking where this came from. I've never really mentioned it before, on the channel, something that I've wanted, kind of what the plans are for the channel and the car for the future. So the Honda S2000, for me personally, second to the NSX, is one of my favorite Hondas of all time. And as far as I'm concerned, this car, from a sports car perspective, kind of has a little bit of everything, and it's a very well-balanced car, which is why I like it so much. The car looks good. Obviously, that's personal opinion, but I think the car looks good. It's well balanced. It has a little bit of, a little bit of power. It doesn't have too much, obviously, being a four-cylinder. But because the car is so light, it's a decently fun car. I wouldn't call it fast or anything, but it definitely, gets up and goes. It handles amazingly well, even in stock form, and it's just a great, well-built, high-quality car. So long story short, it's a car that I've always wanted. It's a car that I've always, put on my list of one day something to own. And after moving to Florida, I started thinking about it a little bit more, being that it's a convertible, I can use it all year round and really make use of it, whereas in New Jersey, these type of cars really just sit most of the year, unless it's, the 3 months that you have summer. So I started looking a couple months ago for an S2000 for myself. I found a couple good specimens, but they were mostly stock and some of them were a little bit out of my price range. And with this particular car, I was okay buying one that had some modifications. That was a little bit more along the lines of what I wanted to do with it anyway. Not to take away from the build process for myself, but just to kind of buy something that I could really enjoy right away and not necessarily have to tinker with too much, and I could just work slowly with along the way. So it's actually funny that I ended up with this car in particular. When I first reached out to the seller through Craigslist, I didn't hear back. I emailed the seller and then I texted the seller. He had his number as well. Didn't hear back. So I kind of gave up on this car, and it had been listed for 30 days or more. So I figured that it wasn't still available because of the condition it was in, some of the modifications it had, and the decent price, honestly. And so I figured it was just gone at that point. So I messaged the seller on Facebook, and he actually responded and said that the car was still available. So I pretty much gave up on that other one that I was looking at in place of this, and I went to check this out. But anyway, let's take a walk around the car. Enough of my story time. So let's take a walk around the car, take a look at it, and I'll go over the car a little bit more and some of the modifications it has. So there it is, and as you've already seen, 2005 Honda S2000. It has the factory front lip. It has NK, however you say it, RPF 1s. Just some little plastic add-on splitters there. The factory lip wing there. And then, hopefully you can see down there, an HCAS exhaust. And what's kind of funny is kind of ironic with, this is the car that I ended up with, is the way the car looks right now, the wheels, the stance that it has, some of the simple modifications is exactly what I wanted to do to my S2000. So it's kind of that I bought this car exactly how I want it, and now I can kind of just go through and kind of fine tune it and make some small adjustments, make it that much better. Now in terms of condition, the car is in great shape. It does have 139,000 miles, I believe, but the front bumper and all that was resprayed. The hood has, obviously some rock chips and all that, as you can see there. And then your typical paint fade and all that on the mirrors. And then in the daytime in the sun, you can see that, the top corner of the door here is faded, as well as the trunk. But one thing that I'm very happy about is the top is in perfect condition. It seems like it was replaced. The previous owner said he didn't do it, so I'm guessing the one before him or one of the other owners did, because usually on the S2000 you get some holes like right about here. But the top is solid, perfect shape, and it's good to go. One downside is one of the previous owners had a big wing on the back. So now it does have the drill holes there that are taped over for now. Not really sure what I want to do with it, if I'll fill them in and paint it, or if I'll just leave it. It's really not that big of a deal, but it definitely is something you notice when you're close up to the car. And then here on the passenger side, you can really see some of the fading on the door trim there. And then one of the other downsides is you can kind of see how aggressive the wheel and tire fitment is. The previous owner did have 255s on the front originally. These are 245s. And he did say when he had the 255s, you know, kind of banged up the fender a little bit when, you know, going over some bumps. So, you know, I have that. But overall, the car is in great shape for its age, for its mileage. I really can't complain. Wasn't too concerned with something that was going to be, you know, in pristine condition. You know, something, an S2000 in pristine condition, you're paying, you know, mid to high teens, maybe even $20,000, and I just don't have that kind of money to throw around. And I almost forgot, we'll take a look at the interior. That's in great shape as well. So let me just drop the top. It's a little bit easier to see, obviously, without the top. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll show you the inside. So we'll take a look inside now. You can see the interior. The interior, as far as I'm concerned, is the best part of the car. It is in amazing shape, like I said, for the miles and the year. Usually the front seats here have a lot of wear and tear and even literal tearing on the bottom portion here. A lot of the other ones I saw with these, you know, this amount of miles on it had those issues, but the interior, other than being a little dirty, haven't really detailed it too much yet, is in really, really great condition. So that's a little walk around of the car. I will go into detail in future videos of the exact modifications that it has on it. Really want to go through the car, you know, pretty thoroughly and just do a bunch of maintenance and kind of make sure that it's in tip-top shape so that I can drive it without worrying about anything breaking or happening prematurely. Now, as for plans for the car, basically just want to keep it simple for now. Just kind of want to use it, enjoy it, take it to the beach, just ride around on the weekend, just kind of, you know, just have fun. That's really the main reason I bought it. But I do want to spend some time doing some maintenance on it, changing all the fluids. It does need new tires, unfortunately, so doing all that, getting alignment. So I will be doing kind of a little video series on this car in terms of maintenance. Again, I don't know if any of you have this car, but you know, I would like the channel to reach, you know, some additional audience members and you know, people that do have S2000s that could benefit from, you know, some videos. And of course, since this car is basically a go-kart for the street, I'm gonna have to take it to a track. You know, find something close to take and just mess around with and really see how it performs. These cars are amazing out of the box. And it does have, I don't know if I mentioned, it does have coilovers on it. It's not really set up for the track, but in any event, I definitely want to take it to some type of track, whether it's autocross or road course, not sure yet, and really, you know, test it out and see how it does. But that's my car. Those are kind of my short-term plans with it. Long-term plans, not really too sure. Don't have any crazy build plans or anything with it. Just doing, you know, little things here and there and just kind of fine-tuning the car in its current state. But let me know what you think of it, if it's something that you're going to be interested to see. I really hope some of you, even though you may not own an S2000, would really enjoy some of these videos. So let me know what you think. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're interested in this kind of new adventure that I'll have with this car. You know, I'm open to any ideas that you may have of you know, some things that I could do to the car. Again, just want to kind of keep it simple for now. It does have the few bolt-ons that I did mention, and then we'll go into more detail later. So nothing crazy right now, but if you want to throw some ideas out there, go ahead. You know, stuff that you want to see me do to the car. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so and give this video a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, thanks to all my current viewers and subscribers. I really appreciate the support. It really means a lot. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, and that's something that I really never thought that I would see happen with my channel. So thank you very much. It's all thanks to you. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.